Alright, what are some of the common adjustments you might make to a chair to help make the resident more comfortable? When you have a chair that has adjustments, this is really great because you can help position the patient in a manner that they're going to be a lot more comfortable. Lindsay here right now, I would say this chair is too upright. And when they're too far upright like this, the patient's going to tend to want to lean forward, fall forward, head goes forward. So what is a lot more comfortable is if you do have a little bit of recline, which is fine, except now you got to maybe make sure you got to have a headrest, and also they're going to have the tendency to want to slide forward. So again, this is a great chair because it has a lot of adjustments. So if Lindsay wants to come up, she can now support her head. Still doesn't solve the problem of her sliding forward, but we have something for that. Okay, this may look ridiculous to you, but I quite often see patients and residents who are adjusted this way, and it's very uncomfortable because the forces aren't being spread along the thigh like they should be. I'm taking way too much pressure on my bottom. So you want to make sure the leg rests are adjusted correctly. Okay, in this instance now, the leg rests are actually adjusted correctly, and it's so much more comfortable. What you want to look for is that the legs are adjusted to the extent where your thigh runs pretty much parallel to the cushion. And as a rule of thumb, generally the knees are just slightly higher than the hips. You want the pressure to be spread evenly along the thigh here. You don't want when it's so low that you're getting cut-off pressure underneath the knee, and you don't want it so high that you can actually put your fingers under there and there's room between you and the cushion. This is perfect. Another piece of equipment you might want to consider is a calf rest. And this is good for the patient or the resident who has a tendency, doesn't have good leg control, and they have the tendency to drop their legs in between the leg rests. You're afraid you're going to get caught in there, they might get injured, especially as you're pushing the wheelchair. So Brad here will demonstrate how the calf rest can be put in place.
And it's just a simple board that's padded. There's different designs. This one actually the maintenance department made for this particular person. It works out very well, but you can buy them from any supply catalog as well. One supplier calls them foot buddies, but it works just like that.
It's very comfortable. Now I don't need to worry about my leg falling down in between, no matter what position it's comfortable.